Some of the roles that inhabit the cultural intermediary role include social media producers who create content for brands and services to be distributed across social media channels. Community managers who predominantly manage relationships within online spaces, especially where there are online communities. Online communities within the context of cultural intermediation are more accurately described as ad hoc publics, as Axel Bruns and Jean Burgess would note them, within a contemporary social media environment. Change agents, who as Nick Goodwood describes as opinion leaders, peer educators, community facilitators, counsellors and outreach workers. And finally, micro-influencers, who Crystal Aberton exemplifies as Instagrammers who become micro-celebrities by using, and I quote, the micro-blogging site as a repository of taste, a burgeoning marketplace, and a war of eyeballs. So let's examine these categories that the particular cultural intermediaries occupy. Influencers are cultural intermediaries that are media-savvy entrepreneurs, highly skilled at using social media to engage large groups of individuals, and are adept at consumer language, style, and norms. They have a finely tuned understanding of cultural taste, which is developed through their understanding and application of the creative and cultural industries. They're also skilled market agents in that they can take the cool creative industries and create new markets through their support for existing products and services. For example, they're able to generate interest among their audience by promoting campaigns, events, goods or services, which are then shared through their fan networks. In this communication model, the impact of the cultural intermediary is in the reaching of the networks, which represents an exponentially large communication process. Beyond the goods and services aspect of cultural intermediaries, they're also key social justice figures in that they're able to spread messages easily through those large networks. This is especially effective for directing popular campaigns that have a social good aspect to them. For example, Matt Damon using toilet water instead of clean water to redirect the social good focus during the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge. While the Ice Bucket Challenge gained enormous participation globally, many felt the campaign had little impact and failed to change ALS. Matt Damon embodied the change agent role here to highlight the benefits of the Ice Bucket Challenge, but through his influence was able to realign the direction of the campaign. In a similar vein, influential cultural intermediaries have been able to communicate effectively within the heinous online forums of comment threads, sway public opinion towards the correct versions of events, highlight significant public issues, and operate as effective communication agents during times of crisis. Cultural intermediaries often develop new operational and governance models, typically through community management techniques. And these enable them to operate across multiple platforms, mediums, institutions, and regions. So if we maintain the common thread that cultural intermediation across social media is now a digital process, we're beginning to understand how the digital cultural intermediary comes about. In the few examples provided earlier, it's clear that they take on the roles such as influencers, community managers, or change agents. But let's continue to explore how cultural intermediaries operate as capital translators.